By the age of 25, Radhika Yadav was a top 5 tennis player in Gurugram, Haryana. With 18 gold medals and a rising international doubles ranking, she was on a trajectory to become a professional star in the sport's highest tiers. Her father, Deepak Yadav, was a successful builder who financed every stage of this rise. He paid for elite international schooling and managed her career with a level of aggression that neighbors saw as total parental devotion. That image of a supportive household was destroyed on the morning of her mother's birthday. Radhika was found in the family kitchen, shot to death while she was preparing a surprise meal for her mother. Because the shooting happened inside a secure, affluent home, investigators immediately looked past the high walls of the property and focused on the people inside. Deepak Yadav surrendered and confessed to the murder. He told police he shot Radhika from behind to save his family's reputation, after facing neighborhood taunts about his daughter's character and financial independence. His confession initially fueled internet rumors about her acting ambitions or a secret romance, narratives investigators found had no basis in reality. While Deepak claimed he shot from behind to avoid meeting his daughter's eyes, the autopsy report revealed a different physical reality. Radhika had been shot 4 times from the front. In forensic psychiatry, the physical method of a killing reveals the perpetrator's emotional state. Shooting from behind suggests a pre-planned attempt to avoid eye contact. Firing multiple rounds face-to-face indicates a sudden, explosive loss of impulse control. Criminologists classify this specific pattern, inflicting injuries far beyond what is necessary to end a life, as overkill. Forensic literature describes overkill as the application of excessive force that exceeds the physical requirements of the crime. These patterns appear when a murder is driven by an intense emotional connection between the killer and the victim. In these moments, the victim becomes the physical target for the killer's internal frustration and rage. Within the Yadav home, Radhika's identity was tied directly to her father's ego. Deepak viewed his daughter less as an autonomous person and more as a career investment, a symbol of his own success. This dynamic created a system of conditional freedom. Radhika was granted resources and support as long as she remained a project that served her father's ambitions. In a transactional household, parental care is often indistinguishable from surveillance, and support is only maintained as long as the child follows the parent's specific script. By late 2024, Radhika began expressing a sense of suffocation under these family restrictions. She wanted to build a life that existed outside the tennis court. She started exploring acting and messaged her former coach about moving to Australia or Dubai to take courses and live independently. Radhika's desire for personal freedom was a direct challenge to the singular path her father had financed and controlled for 2 decades. This tension was aggravated by Deepak's own social anxieties. He was listening to jealous associates who taunted him about his daughter's modern clothes and her ability to earn her own money. Deepak perceived his daughter's steps toward independence as a public humiliation, interpreting her adulthood as a personal attack on his authority and masculinity. The 4 bullets fired into Radhika's chest were the final, violent attempt to reclaim that lost authority. It was a moment of narcissistic rage, where a father chose to destroy the project he built because he could no longer dictate its direction. This context explains why Deepak lied in his confession. Claiming he shot her from behind was his final attempt to frame the murder as a calculated, honorable decision, rather than an impulsive loss of control. The killing was the result of a fragile ego collapsing under the weight of societal pressure and the internal panic of losing absolute control. Deepak Yadav told the police he wanted to be hanged for his daughter's murder, but the forensic evidence suggests that in that kitchen, for a few violent seconds, he simply wanted a daughter who would finally stop defying him.